Hello and welcome back to another video on the rest of the debate and to another edition of Smackdown Out. We got a special episode of Smackdown today from London. The show was scheduled earlier than usual and kicked off with a tag team title match. Roman Reigns showed up and the Bloodline continued to play while the women's title match was stopped due to interference. But yeah, like I said, the first match was for the tag titles and it was Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens taking on Pretty Deadly. Sami was isolated in the ring early with Prince taking cheap shots from the apron before taking and bashing his head against the announce desk outside. Owens was tugged in and took out Wilson with a clothesline and sent him before hitting the cannonball on Prince in the ring. Owens then came in with a stunner on Prince while Sami got the Hoover kick on Wilson, picking out the win. Sami was helping KO backstage, which may worry some people, but hopefully it's nothing too serious, but we'll just have to wait and see. But yeah, it gets a 7 out of 10 from me. This is a really good start to the show. Pretty Deadly, great to see the pop they got in their hometown, but yeah, babyface obviously going to retain here and still a great match. Austin Theory then took on Ridge Holland. Ridge hit a big vertical suplex early before Theory sent him into the corner. Theory got some strikes before taking him down with a drop kick to the injured throat for the quick pinfall win. Theory attacked Ridge after the match and Sheamus came out, but Austin dodged a broke kick before running away. So yeah, seems like that's our next feud, and to be honest, really excited to see where that goes. But yeah, the match, it was alright, nothing really memorable. I guess it's kind of leading all up to the post-match angle, so you know, I guess in supposing way it did its job. And yeah, it gets a 6 out of 10 from me. It was in time for Bayley v Shotzi on SmackDown. Bayley was sent outside earlier before Shotzi hit a big dive on EO, back inside the role model, hit a Bayley to Bayley suplex, but took a big DDT. After some back and forth, Bayley raked Shotzi in the eyes and hit the rose plant for the easy win. Backstage after the match, Shotzi walked up to Bayley and EO in the washroom and got laid out. Bayley then grabbed Shotzi's hair and cut some out before walking off. Gets a 6 out of 10 from me. I don't know. Yeah. Is this going to lead to a feud or not? Bayley qualifying for me is the right match, but to be honest, I just didn't really feel much for it here. It just kind of felt there. Gives a 6 out of 10 from me, you know. But Logan Paul was out next for the Grayson Waller effect. I was talking about his accomplishment when LA Knight interacts, and we got some banter with Knight and then Santon Escobar, who showed up before Butch ran in and started a brawl, leading to a triple threat match. LA dominated early on, but went for a stare down with Paul at ringside. Escobar hit him with a dive for the outside before dragging back to the ring. Butch then hit Escobar with the bitter end, picking out the win. But after the match, Butch climbed the steps to get the briefcase, but LA Knight took it down and climbed himself. Santos brought LA down before Butch came out and took Escobar out, getting the briefcase himself. And he gets 7 out of 10 from me. The classic kind of pre-Money in the Bank stuff worked quite well. Butch got a big hometown pop. LA Knight's so over. And yeah, to be honest, if anything, it got me really more hyped for the match taking place this Sunday. So yeah, on the whole, I enjoyed this. Gets 7 out of 10 from me. It was then time for Asuka versus Charlotte Flair for the women's title. Charlotte missed a big boot in the corner before Asuka came back with a backstabber. Charlotte got a spear for a near fall before heading outside, where Asuka dodged a kick and Bianca Belair in the front row took it to the face. Belair jumped the barricades and attacked Asuka as the match got called off. Bianca was emptying the announcers when Charlotte came up and told her it was her match. A brawl broke out and Charlotte got sent into steel steps before Asuka took the KOD on the announcers. Belair also hit the KOD on Charlotte and dropped her on top of Asuka before SmackDown continued. And yeah, I'm not really sure what the point was. This was, we didn't really need title match being hyped for weeks, but yeah, interestingly directional for Blair's character. It'd be interesting to see where it's going, but I just kind of felt like it's kind of the wrong place for this and would have liked to see more of a match. I was considering it's built out to so much. 5 out of 10. Roman Reigns was out next, and after London, to acknowledge him, he said that he was the one, the bloodline didn't matter, he only cared about the Usos and wanted to see them do well, but they betrayed him. The Tribal Chief said he wanted to give them a second chance, but the Usos had to bow down to him in return. The Usos came out and laughed at Roman, saying that they were making past the meds and wanted to give Roman what he deserves, his first loss in a long time. Jay said that when Roman loses tomorrow, he won't be the Tribal Chief anymore. The Usos said that he didn't want to be the Tribal Chief, but someone else should take his place when Roman loses, possibly hinting at Solo Sikoa. Jay got in Roman's face and smacking him before Jimmy came in with a super kick. A brawl broke out before Roman took Jay down with a Superman punch and beat down the security guys who showed up to stop them. Jay came in a big dive and took everyone out as SmackDown went off the air. So yeah, Usos going off strong, setting out really nicely. Dissension continues, and yeah, I think this is a great go-ahead segment. Still many questions to be asked over Solo Sikoa, which is exactly what you're going to pay for you. So yeah, this was great stuff. Overall, this week SmackDown gets a 6 out of 10 from me. Yeah, I mean, like, it's a solid episode of SmackDown, I thought. This week, really enjoyed some of the stuff with the Bloodline. Some of the stuff with women's titles before, I didn't really get, to be honest. The Money in the Bank stuff was good. So yeah, on the whole, bit of a mixed show, but on the whole, largely positive. Enjoyed it, definitely hyped going into Money in the Bank. But anyway, guys, that's the video. Thanks so much for watching. Like, share, comment, let us know what's going on over daily wrestling news and subscribe to our channel. Greatly appreciated. Thanks so much for watching. Peace out.